The Federal Reserve is a very corrupt private organization that controls and prints the cash in the United States of America. It's a private organization despite being called the Federal Reserve, kind of like how FedEx is also a private organization. The Rothschilds are the family that founded the Federal Reserve, and the Rothschilds have been one of the most powerful and wealthy families for centuries. They came to prominence around the 1500s or earlier, but Meyer Amschel Rothschild was one of the most prominent. A famous quote of his is, "Permit me to issue and control the money of a nation, and I care not who makes its laws." And his wife, Gutla Schnaber, said, "If my sons did not want wars, there would be none." So that goes to show that they admit to controlling all the money and cash in a lot of places, and they control the wars. They fund all these different nations in the wars, their militaries, and they control the outcomes by who they fund and what they give to the different nations in the wars. And all wars are bankers' wars. So whatever they tell you the wars are about is not exactly the case. It's really just what these bankers want. The Rothschild dynasty was actually founded in the 1500s or 1600s by Elkanah Rothschild, but the family had been around a lot longer than that. And of course, like I said, Meyer Amschel Rothschild was a huge figure. In the 1700s to 1800s he lived. The Rothschilds also claim responsibility for starting Israel. Rothschild translates to Red Shield, and they started their dynasty in Frankfurt in the Holy Roman Empire, depending on when you believe their dynasty specifically started. They started the Federal Reserve on December 23rd of 1913. So on money produced by the Federal Reserve, it mentions, of course, the Federal Reserve, and there's also a lot of symbolism, especially on the dollar bill. There's the Illuminati pyramid that most people are aware of, and on the top of that, it says in Latin, Annuit Coeptus, and at the bottom, in Latin, it says Novus Ordo Seclorum. The part at the top translates to a successful enterprise. They're saying their enterprise is a success. And the part at the bottom translates to New Order of the World or New Order of the Ages, as in New World Order. There's a tiny owl in the corner near 1, at the right-hand corner on one of the sides of the bill. And that refers to the Bohemian Club or Bohemian Grove owl, which represents Moloch, their owl deity of child sacrifice. At the Bohemian Grove, they have a giant owl altar and a bunch of owls all over the place, which, like I said, is their evil deity of child sacrifice. There's a ton of 13s on the dollar bill, such as the 13 stars, 13 bars, 13 berries, 13 leaves, 13 feathers on the tail of the eagle, 13 stripes, 13 arrows. And that all kind of refers to the lunar cult. There's also a lot of solar cult stuff, but anyways, in particular, the 13 refers to the lunar cult, and there's 13 letters in Annuit Coeptus as well, 13 letters in E Pluribus Unum. There were also 13 signers of the Declaration of Independence and 13 original colonies. Also on the dollar bill, there was 13 pyramid steps and 13 fruits. It's also 13 lunar months. Eagle, of course, is an authoritarian symbol, as I talked about in my eagle and serpent symbology video. Very important symbol used in many cases. And they're going to put that because it's authoritarians that control the money and the government. Going back to the Illuminati pyramid, that was originally put there by the President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. 13 might be an unlucky number in a lot of people's view, but it's actually not unlucky to the people that make this money. And like I said, for them, it's very important. Each wing of the eagle has 32 and 33 feathers, which is important in numerology. The US dime has the symbol of Prometheus carrying a lit torch, and this is found in a lot of symbolism across the world, such as like a lot of universities have this as a symbol. Also, the Illuminati uses it, the Better Business Bureau, the Olympics, Statue of Liberty, just some of the examples. Thank you.